But now the million-dollar question is, how do we access these services? How do we actually use them in our code? One way we can find that out is by going to our dependency injection container. I'm going to drop out this bottom tab here. If we scroll up to the top, we'll see the list of all of the different services that are available to us. And we should be able to search for at least some of these services and find out how Drupal core is referencing them. Now, I've gone through and I've done a search for some of these top ones, and I couldn't find a direct usage of them. It makes me wonder if maybe some of these top ones are created simply to be used by other services and not be used directly. So what I did was I scrolled down to the very bottom of the list, and I'm going to copy this views data helper. And let's do a search across all files for this. Again, I'm using Command-Shift-F, and we'll do a search. So we see here, this is the definition in our dependency injection container. Now I'm going to expand all of the results. Now see how we have 2 results for our dependency injection container? The reason this happens is because Dev Desktop creates an alias for this site. I believe it's just in case we decide to go with a multi-site later. We can actually remove that alias from the directory, so we only get one set of results for our dependency injection container. Let's do that real quick. Now there's a keyboard shortcut in PHP Storm that will allow you to jump to the file explorer that you use. In this case, because I'm on a Mac, it's Finder, but it will show you the file in the context of the file explorer. So I'm going to go ahead and jump there. Okay, and then I'll jump up a couple directories here into the sites folder. And you see how we have this alias here for Drupal 8 0 Alpha 12 D8 Prep local. Now we can remove this and everything should work just fine, and we'll only get one result. So I just deleted that. Let's go ahead and refresh our site in the browser. I'll turn debugging off and refresh. Okay, so this seems to work okay. And now if we go back to PHP Storm and search, I'm going to do the same search again. You'll see only one result for our dependency injection container. All right, so we don't really care about this result, but this next file, views.php, shows us Drupal service, and then it has the name of the service. So this is kind of the gold right here. This is the way that we access services in Drupal. And we can prove this by doing a search for Drupal service, and then I'm going to add the opening bracket as well. And I'll do a search across the entire Drupal code base and click find. And you can see that we have a lot of results here. As we look at the different results, you can see that sometimes the service is called and a method is called directly on that. Other times the service is assigned to a variable to be used later. So you can be kind of flexible in how you reference the services, but almost every time you're going to use Drupal : service. And if you're curious how that works, let's just open up a file where this is used. And what I'm going to do is hold Command down and click the method to jump to it. And you can see that we're in the Drupal class in this service method here. The ID gets passed, and then it grabs the container and runs the get method, which is exactly what we were looking at in the container.php file earlier. Okay, so this really sets us up to start using the dependency injection container. We understand how it works under the hood. We understand how to make calls to that service container. So now let's actually do something with it.